The Black Lives Matter movement and the government's handling of the COVID-19 pandemic became among the biggest issues leading up to the U.S. elections. Greg Gregorio tells us more.
Months leading up to the U.S. elections, discussions on racial discrimination intensified. Black Lives Matter movement started as a social media hashtag and evolved into street protests, calling for the defunding of the police as a way of addressing systematic racism. The global uprise was sparked by the death of George Floyd at the hands of Minneapolis police back in May.
In terms of the active movement to defund the police and move towards abolition of the police, I don't really care what the president's office has to say about it because they are a tool. They are not the weapon.
The presidential candidates were asked to speak about racism in America during the debates. Biden said institutional racism exists, but combating racial inequality would be a priority of his administration. Trump, on the other hand, continued to defend the police and claimed to be the least racist person in the room. Now, BLM's influence faces a test as Americans cast their vote on Election Day. But the biggest issue hounding the elections is arguably the current administration's handling of the COVID-19 pandemic. Nearly 10 million Americans have been infected and more than 230,000 were killed. Trump has been criticized for downplaying the severity of the public health crisis. The incumbent president has been holding in-person rallies which ignored COVID-19 safety measures. And in October, the president tested positive for the disease. For News 5, Greg Gregorio, we are One News.